Hi, everybody. Welcome to today's edition of the CrossFit Games Update Show. I'm Sean Woodland with Pat Sherwood. Tommy Marquez will be joining us in just a moment, taking a look at the men's side of 15.2. And just like with the women, we knew that these athletes were going to get better, but I don't know if we anticipated some of the scores that we ended up seeing.
No, I'm a slow learner. It's just like every year, Valerie Vobril surprised me with what she does at the games. Every year, I see these workouts and I'm like, okay, here's the ceiling of what fit human beings will be able to do. And every year, somebody breaks that and surprises me. So I'm learning.
Well, yesterday we presented you with some numbers on just how much better the women's side of the community got. Let's take a look at the community as a whole, specifically the people who did both 14.2 and 15.2 as prescribed. There were more than 30,000 people that turned in RX scores for both of those workouts. Of those 30,000, more than 25,000 improved their scores. That's nearly 83%, and the average improvement was almost 25 repetitions.
Fantastic, and I'm going to give a pearl to everyone out there that wants to continue to be in that good segment of improvement. It's not that hard, right? I mean, effort level, intensity, and then just keep showing up to your affiliate. Consistency breeds results, and everybody wants to keep in that good segment.
Now let's take a look at the leaderboard for 15.2 for the men. We had 10 men all get more than 400 reps. Nobody got more than Josh Bridges, who gets his first place finish of this 2015 Open. 435 reps for Josh Bridges. Ben Smith is second, and Dakota Rager is in third place. We talked to Josh Bridges. He said that he loves the structure of this workout, and he was determined to beat the score that he put up just 1 year ago.
And so for this year, like obviously I was like, I'm getting in at 22s, and I was really stoked because I actually had, I think I had 30 seconds of rest after I finished the rounds of 20 reps. I was excited and I wasn't excited, obviously, because I was like, all right, I got to put in some more work. And I was really scared. I did not want to get into the 24s, I'll tell you that.
So Josh Bridges is a guy who I'm sure just loved seeing this workout get announced.
Oh, yeah, and you know, I get to interview a lot of people. Josh Bridges is one of my favorites because you know, he gives you an opinion. He doesn't tiptoe through the tulips with you. You got to know where he stands. And he has this quote which I love, which is, "1 rep maxes are cute, but I prefer pain." Now, don't misinterpret that. He understands the importance of 1 rep maxes, but so many workouts make you suffer, and to excel, you need to be willing to go to that dark place. And Josh Bridges is willing to do that. I expect to see him keep climbing up.
So 10 men, all log scores with 400 or more reps. Other than Josh Bridges with his score, what was the one that jumped out at you?
This improvement was incredible. Dakota Rager, he's out in Hawaii, CrossFit 808, currently sitting 130th place worldwide in the Open, 6th in NorCal. His score of 427 reps on 15.2 was the best in NorCal. Now remember, this was a repeat workout. Last year's 14.2 is this year's 15.2, same workout. His improvement from last year to this year, 158 repetitions. So Kalipa's ahead of him, but Kalipa's going team. So if he has intentions of going individual and he keeps this up, it could be a great year for him.
So Dakota Rager had a great improvement. And just like with the women, the best of the best on the men's side, they managed to get even better. And it was Matt Fraser, other than Dakota Rager, who had a great improvement. Matt Fraser with a 92 rep improvement. Noah Olson also put up a much bigger number. So for a closer look on how the best got better, let's send it over to Tommy Marquez.
Thanks, Sean. As expected, Noah Olson put together a strong effort in 15.2. He finished with 414 reps, which is good enough for 5th place worldwide in that workout. But an athlete not on that list that's worth noting is European veteran Frederick Agidius. He made an 85 rep improvement, finished with 354 reps overall, which is good enough for 19th place worldwide in that workout, and moved him all the way up into 5th place in his region. Now, Freddie failed to qualify for the games in 2014, finishing 4th in the European Regional, but if all goes well in the Open, he joins a Meridian Regional that will send 5 athletes to the games this year. And Sean, it's workouts like this that have him pointed on the right path towards qualifying for his 3rd CrossFit Games in 4 years.
Thanks, Tommy. Your overall leaderboard now after 2 weeks of the Open. Usual suspects and then some names that people might not be too familiar with. 1 through 5, we all know those guys, but 6 through 10, couple names in there that people might not recognize. But let's start with the top. And I mean, seriously, every time we do this, it's those usual suspects
Right,
always
the
show
usual
up right at the
suspects. The usual suspects, if you've been around the community for a while, but with so many brand new people competing in the open, if you're like, who are these people occupying the top 5? Why do they chat about them so much? Here are some facts. Rich Froning sitting in first place. He has won the CrossFit Games 4 times. Fraser in second. He took second place last year, and he's the one everyone's talking about. Ben Smith in third is a 6 times Games veteran, and he's taken third at the Games twice. Khalipa sitting in fourth place, won the whole thing in 2008, and he's also podiumed again. Scott Panchek sitting in fifth, has been to the Games 3 times and has never, ever finished outside of the top 5. So when you look at that body of work, you understand why they're there so consistently, why breaking into that club is so damn hard to do.
Now, behind them are some names that we've mentioned. Alex Anderson and Nicky Rankar in week 1. People might know Travis Mayer. He's a Games veteran. But then you have Shane McBride in 9th and Erasmus Weisbeck Anderson in 10th. What do we know about these two?
Yeah, dug into these boys a little bit. Shane McBride sitting in 9th worldwide right now in the Open. He's out of the North Central region, and in that region, currently sitting in first place above Jacob Hepner and anyone else from there who's ever gone to the Games. And remember, Kyle Kasperbauer won this region last year, but he's not competing, so it looks good for Shane. Then Rasmus Anderson is 10th worldwide at only 22 years young. He competed in the regionals in Europe in 2013, came over to San Diego last year, joined up with Invictus. Their team won regionals. He was on their team, then went to the Games, won the whole thing there. And this year he's breaking out as an individual, and obviously he's got the skills to back it up.
So impressive numbers for both the men and the women in 15.2, but also some pretty strong numbers from the teens and the masters. In the 16 to 17-year-old male division, seven athletes got to 400 reps. 14 to 15-year-old females, remember this name, Philippa Firm has won all 3 workouts in her age group. And then when you get to the masters, 55 to 59, 13 of them, both men and women, got 300 or more reps.
That girl that won all 3 of our workouts, not a household name yet. I'd have to ask you to say her name again, but we will know their names. Like, they are undoubtedly the future of the sport.
I cannot wait to see these kids who have grown up with a barbell in their hands, who started it when they were 8 or 9 years old, to what they can do when they get to 2021.
Or your age.
Or as old as dirt me,
Right,
or Marquez. He's still doing okay. So that's, thank you for reminding everyone of that.
No worries.
That's going to do it for us. For Tommy Marquez and Pat Sherwood, I'm Sean Woodland. We'll be back tomorrow to break down 15.3. Lauren Brooks, Julie Fouché, that you can watch on games.crossfit.com at 5 p.m. Pacific on Thursday. And now in an effort to make us all feel better about ourselves, let's enjoy Paul Tremblay, a Games athlete, right after 15.2.